WWSF, Sanford.
Seacoast Oldies.
On 104.3 FM and SeacoastOldies.com. From the Shanes of Maine studio, great food, great prices, and awesome staff.
Seacoast Oldies.
Bill O'Neill's Forgotten 45's is presented by The Music Hall, Chestnut Street in Portsmouth, the cultural heart of the Seacoast. See the lineup of great upcoming shows by dropping by their box office or go online to themusichall.org.
Christmas time, 1963, an album came out called A Christmas Gift for You from Phil Spector, featuring all of the wonderful artists on Phil Spector's record label, including Darlene Love and the Ronettes and the Crystals. That song was from Bobby Sox and the Blue Jeans, Here Comes Santa Claus. That album, incidentally, was not a huge success when it first came out because it had the unfortunate event that it came out on the same day as the Kennedy assassination on November 22nd, 1963. Over the years, many, many copies have been sold. It is just a classic Christmas album. Good evening. How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Getting ready for Christmas, just a few days away. I'm Bill O'Neill, and this is our number one of the Forgotten 45s, heard every Sunday night here on Seacoast Oldies. Every Sunday we dig up all kinds of tunes you don't hear on the radio every day, in many instances every decade. Coming up this hour, I have a topical 45 from Head Choppers Anonymous. Who? Well, they're coming up. They had a top 10 hit in New England 60 years ago this week. Also, the cool follow-up to Let's Dance by Chris Montez, and Forgotten Christmas Platters from Bobby Darin, Slade, Roy Wood's Wizard, and Derek Roberts? Who? Well, he's coming up. Let's get on some songs that were on the radio just before Christmas 1964 at the Spirit of New England WBZ. Here's a good one that was number 16 for Del Shannon.
No one will understand what I've got to do. I've got to find a place to hide with my baby by my side. She's been hurt so much, they treat her mean and cruel. They try to keep us far apart. There's only one thing left we can do. We gotta keep searching, searching, find a place to hide. Searching, searching.
cannot top that song. Any way you want it, the DC-5. That, you know, I've seen hundreds of concerts, and the moment when they did that song in Portland City Hall back in July 1966 was actually the greatest moment of a concert, bar none. Dave Clark 5. That song was number 13 at Christmas time, 1964 at WBZ. That was number 5, by the way, at MEX in Boston as well. Got up to 14 nationally. Dave Clark just turned 86 this past week. We also heard Keep Searching, one of the best Del Shannon ever made. Song that was number 16 at BZ this week in 64. Tune got up to number 9 in Billboard. Let's get out a couple of Christmas records that were huge singles in England, but not huge singles here. Number 1, Christmas time, 1973 in the UK. Here's Slade.
Are you hanging up a stocking on your wall? It's the time that every Santa has a ball. Does he ride a red-nosed reindeer? Does it turn upon his sleigh? Do the fairies keep it over for a day? So here it
Seacoast Oldies with your county's only live and local morning show, telling stories of your hometown.
When the snowman brings the snow, 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 when the snowman.
Be sure to join Andy Austin tomorrow morning. That is a song from Christmas time, 1974. A huge hit in England, got up to number 4 there for Wizard, featuring Roy Wood. I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day, Roy from The Move. And then actually Wizard was a big success in England, but not so here in the United States. Also was on the first ELO album before he left. We also heard Slade, a band that became a success in the U.S., for 10 years later. In the early 80s, they had a few hits, but they were big in England in the early 70s, and that record was number 1 at Christmas time in England in 1973. Let's get on some records that were on the Big 68 this week. In 1968, when I heard it through the grapevine, was number 1, and this was number 11.
Deserts the sky till all the seas run dry. Till then I worship you.
I'm there, and heaven knows I hope she goes. I find it hard to realize that love was in her eyes. It's dying now. She knows I'm crying now. And every night I'm there, I break my heart to please Eloise. The night, the sun that makes the day, that lights the way. And when that star goes by, I'll hold it in my hands and cry. Her love is my Eloisa. I'd love to please her, I'd love to care, but she's not there. And when I find you, I'd be so kind, you'd want to stay. I know you'd stay. And as the days grow old, the nights grow cold, I wanna hold her near to me, yeah. I know she's dear to me, and only time can tell and take away this lonely hell. I'm on my knees to Eloise, and every night I'm there, I break my heart to please Eloise, Eloise. You are my life, so hear my prayer. You are the price, I know you're there. You're all I want, so hear my prayer, yeah, yeah. You're all I need, and I'm not there. You know I'm not there. No, no, no. Yeah, 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 my Eloisa. I got to please her, yeah. She knows I love her, love her, love her, love her, love her, love her. Yeah, 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 yeah. My Eloisa, I got down on my knees to please you. My Eloisa.
Some records are over the top, and that's all they are, over the top. That's just an incredible record. Eloise, Barry Ryan, a song that was number 23 at the Big 68 this week in 1968, a song that reached number 2 in England, only got up to 86 here in the United States. Actually, Barry started out with his twin brother Paul, and as a duo, they had 8 top 40 or top 50 hits, anyways, in England. We also had Till, a song that was a hit in the early 60s for, actually the first hit for the Angels back in 61. Till by the Vogues got up to number 11 at RKO this week in 1968, reached 27 nationally. Back in the mid-60s, perhaps the best band that came out of Sanford was the Tidal Waves. Tidal Waves are a great band. They were formed in 1964. Walt Mostyn on rhythm guitar and lead vocals. They had Steve Penny on bass, Bill Siliker on drums, and a gentleman who passed away this past week who was just an amazing guitarist, Don Smith. Don, who later worked in law enforcement. They were actually managed by a DJ over in Dover, a guy by the name of Sandy Smith at WTSN. And in 1965, they released their first single called "You Name It," and then Laugh in 1966. So they opened up for a lot of big national acts, including the Kingsmen on a number of occasions, Sam the Sham, Searchers, Zombies, Paul Revere and the Raiders, Beau Brummels, Jimmy Gilmer and the Fireballs, Freddie Cannon, many, many others. And then they signed with Bill Spence. Bill Spence was a guy in Massachusetts who ran the surf ballrooms. There was 3 of them. There was one in Salisbury, one in Nantasket, and one in Hyannis. And they used to play at the different ones and open up for acts throughout, especially at that time around Boston and sometimes into Rhode Island and Connecticut. They actually made one other record called "Little Boy Sad," the cover of the Johnny Burnett song. They did that later on Plymouth Records. That was their 3rd single. I'm going to play perhaps their best record, the one I like the best, from 1966, featuring a couple of guitar solos by Don Smith. Here's Laugh, Tidal Wave.
Well, you're going all around town, screaming, telling everybody how you put me down. And today is just today. I got tears in my eyes and I'm wearing a frown. You say I'm something to love, but half your laugh, it ain't true. Not even now. I ain't grown as a lover, I ain't grown as a man. Gonna get back on my feet just to show you I can. You're gonna know your fate. And when you find your fool, yes, it's gonna be too late. And I'm gonna laugh, laugh, laugh. I'm gonna laugh.
Out for holiday shopping or gathering with family and friends? Drive in Nook, downtown Dover. For breakfast or lunch, grab some holiday cheer, a mimosa, Bloody Mary, or a special coffee drink. Nook gift certificates make the perfect stocking stuffer. That's the Nook, downtown Dover at Locust and Washington Streets.
Do you have a wet basement, nasty crawl space, settling foundation, sinking concrete, or clogged gutters? I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems. All things basement-y. For over 30 years, thousands of homeowners throughout Maine and southeastern New Hampshire have trusted TC Hafford. Basement waterproofing, crawl space repair, stabilizing foundations, concrete